The engine is in. The engine is in. After 2 tries, it is now in. The first try, of course, was because the torque converter wasn't all the way in. So I wasted the whole day messing with an engine that was never going to go in. Anyways, I fixed it, as you saw in my previous videos, perhaps. Now the engine is in. Turbo needs to come on. You can see the clamps are in place, ready for the turbo to go on. Anything of interest? Well, I still got to get the, before I put the turbo on, I got to put the top 2 bolts in the back of the engine. That is going to be a joy, as always. The back of the bell housing. I did forget to ground strap the back of the motor, but then why? Why ground strap the back when I can ground strap here? This is where the engine hoist went. We don't need to leave those on. They just clutter up the compartment and make it harder to get at stuff. So those are gone. That's all. Didn't take long for stuff to get dirty just sitting here. So next up will be bolts on the back of the engine, bolt the flex plate. Bell housing is already done. Bolt the flex plate. Then I can move up top here and start with the turbo and the inner, or the Y in the front, and then the miscellaneous stuff, just all kinds of miscellaneous stuff. I don't know if I'm going to cover that. I might cover a summary of it, but it's pretty basic stuff. Main thing was keeping track. Remember, I got to tighten this plug down. I had to transfer. Keeping track of stuff, which has already been documented. Keeping track of the wiring, the sensors, all that's been done. So now all I got to do is bolt silly stuff on, like this, the fan, the alternator, air conditioning. I'm going to replace the dryer. I have a new one. I'm waiting for the radiator and stuff to come. I've got a new air box for here. It's kind of exciting. One was S&B. That looked pretty nice. And then, so I'll probably do a bunch of that and then summarize that. And hopefully we'll get a startup here in a week or less. 5 days or less. Well, I don't know. Waiting for Rock Auto Parts is forever thankless. Oh, and I ended up breaking the transmission dipstick, so I gotta buy a new one of those. Well, I didn't break it, but this thing on the transmission has one of these too, and that was broken. Oh, I don't know that I want to put that on because, well, I have to, because it goes into one of the bell housing bolts, I think. I needed it, so maybe I'm going to skip that. Maybe I'm going to put the old one back on, but with a new gasket, and just let it flop back there. There's no way I want to bolt that up. Well, we'll see. I'll do it on a day when I'm feeling particularly spry.